What's good, y'all? I was just scrolling on Instagram, happened to come across this post from a self-proclaimed relationship expert, right? The post was, a date is an investment, not a gift. Don't accept this investment if you don't plan on providing a return. This is a male relationship expert that posted this, by the way. And I was just sitting there thinking, like, in what way could he possibly be right? Like, if he's saying that in the sense of, don't accept if you don't plan on showing up, I agree. Because that's the only reasonable expectation of a return you should have whenever you ask somebody out on a date. But I don't think that's what he's talking about. I think he's talking about don't accept the gift or investment of a date if you don't plan on giving up whatever it is that guy was after in the first place when he asked you for a date. Somehow, as a woman, you're responsible for that. You're responsible for his expectations, not what you told him you would give him. 99% of the time, women are not promising pussy in exchange for a date. They're not saying, oh yeah, take me to Applebee's. I'll be happy to fuck you. They're saying, yeah, I'll be glad to go to Applebee's. We can kick it, we can chop it up, we can talk. We can get to know each other, we can link up, meet up, and that's it. That's the only thing that you should be expecting from a woman whenever you ask her out on a date. Now, if that $20, that $50, that $100, that $200 is too much for you to lose or risk losing, don't invest it. Don't ask her out on dates that you can't afford to go on without getting that quote-unquote return. But for a second, let's just look at what women do and invest without the return they're hoping for, because of course everything always goes our way. You know what I'm saying? We the only ones that waste anything. Women don't just waste $50. Women waste ovaries. Women waste their walls. Women waste years on dudes who turn out to be fruitless because they had no ambition, lame as fuck, can't carry on conversation, inconsistent, not creative, shysty, trying to fuck their friends, don't want to keep no job, don't want to pay shit, not even for himself, talking about bills. They waste all of that, but you don't hear them saying, don't ask me out on no date if you don't plan on being the return. You want to know why? Even if you look at a date as an investment, and that's a reasonable way to look at a date, as an investment, but every investment comes with risk. You make an investment with the understanding that you're risking possibly not getting what you wanted out of that situation. That's just how it goes. But a smart investor is only going to invest what they can afford. And a smart investor is going to look at the description of what it is, take it at face value and invest in that. Not invest in something hoping they can sneak and finesse their way into something else, and then when it don't turn out to be that, get mad at the thing they invested in. Unless a woman promised you some ass, or promised you some play, or promised you a second date, or promised to like you and be showing off to your homeboys, unless she promised you all of this shit, you cannot hold her accountable if she don't give it to you at the end of a date. But if anybody wastes anything, more times than not, it's a woman. A woman will say, hey, I want a relationship. I want a man who's gonna take me serious over the long term, who wants family, who wants more out of life than playing 2K, smoking weed, and getting a nut. Like, I want all these things. All the conversations lead up to that until the dude actually get what he want. And then boom, that woman's investment is lost from that point forward. So if we're gonna make any rules around what's an investment, what's not a gift, maybe it should apply to us, not women. That's just a thought.